NASCAR driver looking to make history. Back 5 years ago, though, a Sprint Cup experience would have probably been out of the question for Ryan Reed, diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and told that he would never race again. But he said, no way, I am not saying goodbye to my car. Instead, he is attempting to make history as the only driver actively managing his diabetes to race at the Sprint Cup level. So joining me now, this champion, I will say already, NASCAR driver Ryan Reed. You know, this is such a worthy conversation with so many people affected by this disease. 29 million Americans in the U.S. affected by type 1 or type 2 diabetes, 415 million people worldwide. I mean, you're quite an inspiration for a lot of people.
Thank you so much. It's been quite the experience, over the last 5 years, learning how to manage it, and just feel so blessed to overcome that initial, being told initially that I would never be inside a race car again, to be sitting here talking about making my Sprint Cup debut.
Let's talk about it, because as people get the diagnosis of this disease, it probably is just so difficult to figure out, okay, how is my life going to change? What am I going to do differently? How did you feel when you were diagnosed, and did you ever want to give up?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I ever really wanted to give up, but I felt like I didn't have a choice. I was being told by a doctor that I would never race again, and so I think to talk about how I felt, I was extremely scared. I was extremely for fear that that I had been working my whole life to be have the opportunity to compete in NASCAR, and felt like that was over for me. So I think that one of the biggest things that helped me get through that was my family. My mom and dad helped me out a lot emotionally through that time, and then ultimately finding a doctor that believed in me and believed that we could do this together and get back into a race car and do what I love to do. And so it was an amazing journey, and something I still fight every day. I fight to manage my diabetes so that way I can get in the race car and not only do what I love to do, but show the people along the way that they can do what they love to do.
All right, so how do you feel about your chances? I mean, you're number 23. The actual race, if you qualify, is on the 23rd. This might be fate, my friend.
Yeah, no, 23 years old and on the 23rd, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's actually my mom's birthday today, so hopefully that'd be a good birthday present for her to go down there. And the first goal is to make the show. We qualify on Saturday and then go for the win on Sunday. I don't feel a lot of pressure. I have a great race team with Roush Fenway, great partners with Lilly Diabetes and American Diabetes Association, and I'm just so proud to be going down there and at least have the opportunity to make the start. And then on Sunday, when during the race, I'll give 110% and leave there with no regrets. So it's going to be an awesome weekend, and it's going to be a milestone for me personally. And it's going to, regardless of the finish, I know we will, if we do our job and have fun doing it, then it'll be a good weekend.
I'm glad you said fun, because that's really the key through all this. Fun, and you are quite the inspiration. And I'm sure you make Mama very, very proud. Thank you so much for talking with us this morning, and good luck out there. Well, this Saturday, so again, Ryan will attempt to qualify for the Alabama 500. That's at the Talladega Super Speedway. To keep up with the latest health news, or if you missed any of this interview and you'd like to see it, go to news4jax.com. Jen.
Okay, thank you very much. We want to take a live look outside through our St. Augustine camera.